We have 60 integrity checks. 54 are green, one is red, and the red one is the most important of them all. And here's what struck me, that one that failed is more important than all the others combined. I'll explain why in a moment, and why this changes the way you view any return simulation on the internet. First, let's talk about the 54 green ones. There's a model. Agents with strategies play on risky fields, and capital either grows or shrinks. Surrounding this model are tests. Each one tests a single rule. For example, an agent with a negative expected value doesn't bet any capital, the classic Kelly criterion. Or strong agents converge to the best field, or one seed, one and the same run. 54 green check marks. It looks solid. You look at the list and think the model is proven. That's the trap. The green list is reassuring. It creates a sense of control, but the logic in the code doesn't break, and the result is reproducible. These aren't the same thing. Let's define our terms. An invariant is a contract, a requirement that must not be violated under any run. The engine has its own charter. It contains the rules for validating the math. No NaN in equity. Equity doesn't suddenly go negative. We reproduce a run using a seed. A dead agent does not come back to life. The sum of the archetype shares is 1. Each item is a separate test. Green means the rule holds at this point, but almost all of these tests look at behavior, how the engine calculates. One, however, looks not at behavior but at memory, and it's red. The failed test is TZ-AC9, config serialization. The essence can be summed up in one sentence. With every run, the config, parameters, settings, seed must be saved alongside the results. Why is this even a test? The charter explicitly states the config must be serializable and logged along with the results. The acceptance criteria echo the same requirement, yet the test result is fail. The configuration isn't saved alongside the result. And here's the key question. What if the result is correct, but it's impossible to prove under what conditions it was obtained? That's why this undermines trust. The charter begins with principle number 1. The winner isn't predetermined. The outcome arises from the interaction between strategies and the environment, not from hard-coded values. This means the model must be verifiable from the outside. Take the configuration, run it, and get the same result. Now, the internet, a slick chart. Simulation shows that strategy X beats the market. This is an example of someone else's chart, not our advice. The chart looks impressive, but where's the configuration? What's the seed? What are the environment parameters? More often than not, nowhere. They didn't save it. That means the chart can't be reproduced. That means you can't verify whether a winner was hard-coded in there. Our TZ-AC9 dropped, and you can clearly see that. In those other charts, it didn't just drop. It never even started. That's the paradox we're here to address. A red line in our audit makes the model more honest than a dozen green ones in someone else's. A failed configuration saved test. That's not a model error, it's a build error. It's right there on the table. You can see it, fix it, and the model becomes reproducible. But a pretty graph without a configuration, that's not a visible error, it's a hole beneath the picture. You don't know it's missing until you try to verify it, and you can't verify it. There's no configuration. One fail that we see is better than 100 passes that can't be verified. What to demand from any model before trusting its conclusion? First, a saved configuration. The parameters and seed are stored alongside the result. Without this, the rest doesn't matter. Second, reproducibility. One seed, one run. If you restart and get a different result, that's not a model, that's a lottery. Third, neutrality. The winner isn't predetermined. Calibration aims for survival, not for the victory of a specific strategy. If a model proves that one strategy always wins, ask who set up the environment to favor it. And remember, passing 54 tests won't save you if the model's memory test is in the red. This is not financial advice. It's about how the verification process works. The takeaway, don't trust what looks impressive, trust what you can reproduce. A single failed test that you can see is a better sign of integrity than 100 passing tests you can't verify. Our TZ-AC9 is still in the red, and that's exactly why I can show it to you.